We're preparing for the start of the varsity game as we have our national anthem. I don't think that was the national anthem. Starting lineups for New Ulm Cathedral, we have number 3, Elizabeth Griebel, number 4, Lily Fronta, number 5, Claire Olson, number 22, Emily Schammer, and number 24, Olivia Reinertz. Coaches for Cathedral are Dave Wilford and assistant coach Steve Gillis, graduate of GFW. For GFW, we have Morgan Aylesworth, Bryn Bussey, 2022 Abby Heimkes, Jenna Schweiss, number 30, number 44, Olivia Shoresrock. Coaches for GFW are head coach Rich Bussey, assisted by Becky Bussey and Bob Kalkala. Center jump circle for GFW is Shoresrock, and number 5, Olson for New Ulm Cathedral. Olson controls the tip. Schammer brings the ball into the front court for Cathedral. Guarded by Bussey. Pass to number 4. And Shoresrock gets the rebound on the second shot attempt. Bussey brings it down the floor to Allsworth, to Shoresrock, over to Schweiss. Schweiss called for travel. Cathedral's ball on the side. Pass into Fronta, back to Schammer, to Fronta, and over to Reinertz. To Fronta, back to number 3, Griebel, and we have a jump ball. Possession to GFW on the alternating possession. Allsworth to throw it in to Bussey. Cathedral putting on a little pressure. Gets the ball into the front court to Allsworth, to Shores Rock. She puts up a 3. Off. And it's saved by Heimkus. Bussy with a shot. And good for a 3. 3-0 GFW. GFW is putting a little pressure on, and Cathedral turns the ball over. Allsworth with the ball, over to Bussy, back to Allsworth, and in the front court. And Allsworth throws it away. Out of bounds. Cathedral's possession. Into number 4 Fronta, back to number 22 Schamer, and they get it into the front court. And we have a kick. Cathedral's ball on the side, right in front of the GFW bench. Ball is thrown in to Olsen, to Schamer, guarded by Allsworth. Schamer puts up a shot attempt, missed. 4 gets the rebound, comes off, or Shores Rock with the rebound. Bussy with the ball. Stops, shoots, misses. Rebound by number 22, Schamer. And ball, Cathedral loses it out of bounds. Ball's in the front court to Shores Rock, back to Bussy, back to Shores Rock, to Schweiss. Schweiss turns it over to Cathedral. Shot attempt by Cathedral, misses. Bussy with the rebound. And she takes it all the way for 2. It's 5-0 in favor of the Thunderbirds. And another turnover by Cathedral. And Allsworth puts it in for 2. Was up to Fronta, and intended for number 24 Reinertz, but pass is intercepted by Shores Rock. Bussy with the ball. She gives it to Schweiss, and Schweiss puts it in for 2. Schamer with the ball, over to, and Shores Rock ends up with it, passes ahead to Bussy, to Schweiss, and Schweiss goes in for 2. Schamer bringing the ball up the floor, and we have a foul. Foul is on Morgan Allsworth. .34, Maddie Gillis comes in for Cathedral, replacing Livia Reinertz. Fronta with the ball, back to Schamer. She's to number 5, and Olsen. Shot up, and good. A 3-pointer by number 4, Lily Fronta. Makes the score 11-3. GFW with the ball in the front court, over to Schweiss, to into Shores Rock. She puts it up, misses, rebounded by number 3, Elizabeth Griebel. Gives it to Schamer. She brings the ball up the floor. Two shots put up by Cathedral. Bussy with the rebound. The ball to Abby Heimkus, missed. And Cathedral has the ball, brings it up. Schamer with the ball. Being guarded by Bussy. Gillis dribbled the ball off her foot, went out of bounds, GFW possession. Allsworth to throw it in. To Bussy, and she's bringing the ball up the floor and throws it down to Shores Rock. Over to Allsworth, she puts up a shot, and it's good, a 3. Making the score 14-3 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Schamer with the ball after the throw-in. Over to Fronta. Fronta to number 5, Olsen. Olsen throws the ball out of bounds. Trying to pass it to Gillis. GFW possession. Substitution for GFW, we have Bailey Peterson in for Shores Rock. Allsworth and Bussy bring the ball up, and we have a foul on New Ulm Cathedral. Number 4, Lily Fronta, her first. Passes in to Allsworth. Over to Schweiss. Schweiss around to Bussy, back to Schweiss, to Allsworth. She dribbles in, puts up a shot, and it's good for 2. Passes in. Cathedral gets it down the floor in a hurry, and the shot attempt is missed, rebounded by Allsworth. Over to Heimkes, over to Bussy. Bussy puts up a 3, and it's good. Making the score 19-3 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Olsen with the ball to number 3, Griebel. Miss. Bussy with the rebound. And we have a foul as Schweiss attempts a shot. Number 4, Fronta picks up her second foul. Schweiss will shoot 2. And we have a timeout on the floor. Back to the action after the timeout. Schweiss will be attempting 2 free throws with 11:37 remaining in the first half. And the first free throw is good. One more attempt for Schweiss. Second one off the front of the rim, rebounded by number 22, Schamer for Cathedral. Cathedral moving the ball around, and Schamer with the possession over to Gillis. Gillis puts up a shot. Short. Rebound by Heimkes to Bussy. to Schweiss, and she missed the layup, and Cathedral gets the rebound. Gillis got the rebound, throws it ahead to number 24, Reinertz, and Cathedral turns the ball over. GFW will throw it in, and now we have a timeout for New Ulm Cathedral. 10:59 remaining in the first half. After the timeout, GFW's ball on the side. Allsworth throws it into Bussey. Back to Allsworth. She gets it into the front court. Bailey Peterson, and Bailey was fouled. GFW ball underneath their own basket. Allsworth throws it in, gives it to Shoresrock. Back to Bussey. And a miss. Shoresrock ties up for the rebound with Olsen. Possession arrow goes to Cathedral. Ball was into Gillis. Back to Schamer, to Gillis, and she's in the front court. Passes to number 3, Griebel. Back to Gillis. Gillis drives. And we have a jump ball. GFW's possession on the possession arrow. Allsworth to throw into Bussey. Bussey over to Allsworth. She's in the front court. And to Schweiss. Cathedral tips the ball out of bounds. GFW ball. Bussey throwing it in to Allsworth. Allsworth back to Bussey. Over to Allsworth. To Schweiss. To Bussey. Into Shoresrock. And she's fouled. She will shoot 2. Olivia Shoresrock on the line for 2 shots. First one is no good. And the second attempt is good. The score 21-3 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Schamer with the ball in the front court, over to Gillis. Bussey guarding her closely, and Allsworth takes the ball away. And we had a turnover and then a foul by GFW. Foul on Schweiss, her first, team second. Schamer had the ball in the front court and making it a pass attempt. It goes out of bounds. Bussy with the ball in the front court. In the middle to Schweiss. To Shoresrock. In for two. 23-3 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Fronto with the ball over to Gillis. To Schamer. To Gillis. To Schamer. Pass attempt in the middle is intercepted by Schweiss. Shot attempt was no good. Rebounded by Gillis, and we have a tie-up after the rebound. Possession arrow is Cathedral. And number 5 back in the game, Olsen, replacing Griebel. Schamer throwing the ball in to Reinertz. Reinertz to Olsen. And Cathedral's ball as it was deflected out of bounds by Allsworth. Heimkus back in for Peterson for GFW. And Lee also in the game for Schweiss. Reinertz put a shot attempt up. Missed, rebounded by GFW, and now we have a jump ball as Bussy is tied up by number 22, Emily Schamer. The GFW ball on the possession arrow. Bussy with the ball over to Allsworth. To Lee. To Allsworth. And Shoresrock put in a rebound shot. Gillis with the ball to number 5, Olsen. Saved by Schamer, and Schamer with the ball. Shoresrock picks up the loose ball. Throws it into Heimkus. Bussy back to Bussy. 3 attempt is good. Making the score 28-3 in favor of the Thunderbirds. To Gillis. To Fronta. Schamer with a shot. No good. Heimkus with the rebound. To Bussy. Back to Heimkus. To Lee. To Heimkus. To Shoresrock. Into Bussy. Bussy goes up for a shot and is fouled. Foul was on number 5, Claire Olsen. It's the team's 5th. Bussy gets 2 shot attempts. First one is good. Second attempt, come off the back of the rim. Fronta had the rebound. Gets it ahead to Schamer, to Gillis. Gillis drives, puts up a shot, misses. 24 gets the rebound. Reinertz, and another shot attempt from the outside by number 4, and goes out of bounds. Schweiss back in for Allsworth. Bussy bringing the ball up the floor. To Bussy. Shot attempt, miss. Schweiss gets the rebound. Throws it away. A steal by number 24. She goes in for the layup, and it comes off. Heimkus gets the rebound. Bussy brings the ball up. Gives it to Schweiss. In for two. Timeout. Cathedral. 6:23 remaining in the first half. GFW 31, New Ulm Cathedral. All right, we're ready for action here in first half. Cathedral's ball. Fronta had it, passes to 24, but intercepted by Bussy. We had a layup attempt missed, and then we had a foul on. No, a jump. It was a jump ball. Okay, a jump ball. Fronted over to Reinertz. Reinertz attempt back to get it to Schammer, and it goes out of bounds. Allsworth back in. Bussy out. Allsworth to throw the ball in. She throws it in to Heimkus, back to Allsworth. Allsworth into the front court. Over to Schweiss, to Lee, to Allsworth, to Heimkus. And she goes up, no good. Rebound by number 22, Schammer. 24 puts up a shot attempt. And we have a jump ball on the miss, tied up between Reinertz and Lee. GFW's possession. Allsworth brings the ball up the floor. Into Shores Rock. And layup attempt was missed. Rebounded by Cathedral. Schammer with the ball. She drives. Ball's tipped away, picked up by Lee. Allsworth brings it into the front court for the Thunderbirds. Allsworth shoots, and it comes off. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by GFW. Cathedral's possession. Into Schammer. She brings the ball up the floor. Over to Reinertz. Number 4, Fronta with a 3. Score 31-6. Favor of the Thunderbirds. Allsworth with the ball to Schweiss on the side. She dribbles back to the point. Oh, the pass is intercepted by Schammer. And we have a foul, and the basket counts. Fouls on Jenna Schweiss, her second. Team's third. Chalmer on the line to shoot one. We'll have a second attempt because we had a lane violation by the Thunderbirds. This time the shot is good. And Cathedral 9 points in the half. GFW has 31. Allsworth in the front court, or in the front court to Bussey. Bussey puts it up and in for two. Chalmer brings the ball up the floor, guarded by Allsworth. And the ball is intercepted by Heimkes to Bussey. To Allsworth, and she shoots a three, and it's off. Cathedral rebounds by Olsen. Gets the ball to Chalmer. Chalmer in the front court. Passes to Fronta and then to Grebo. Back to Chalmer to Fronta. Over to Reinertz. We have a kick ball. It'll be Cathedral's ball on the side. Chalmer to throw it in. And to Gillis. She drives into the lane, puts up a shot, miss. Bussey with the rebound. Bussey to Schweiss to Allsworth, and for a nice layup for 2 points, 35-9 the score. Gillis with the ball. Pass attempt to 24, but she picks it up. Back to Gillis. Over to number 4, Fronta. She puts up a three. Her third 3-point shot. And we have a time. Okay, starting back in the action, GFW throws the ball in to Bussey. She's bringing it into the front court. Gets the ball to Shoresrock, puts it in for two. Looking to score 37-12, and Cathedral at the ball. Oh, zip pass intercepted by Allsworth. She goes in for an easy two. 39-12 for GFW. Gillis has the ball for the Cathedral. Over to Fronta, to Chalmer. Back to Fronta, to Olsen. Olsen puts up a shot, misses. Shoresrock the rebound. to Bussy. Bussy bringing the ball up. Gets it to Allsworth on the side. Shoresrock gets the rebound. Goes around, puts it in for 2. Chalmer bringing the ball up the floor for the Greyhounds into Olsen, and a pass attempt sails out of bounds. Allsworth to throw it in to Bussy. Bussy bringing it into the front court. Takes advantage of the screen, gets it to Allsworth in the corner, pops it in. Rebound misses and rebounded by Fronta to Chalmer. Chalmer puts up a 3-point shot, misses. Heimkus with the rebound to Bussy. Bussy back to Heimkus, over to Schweiss. Back to Bussy, to Allsworth, into Shoresrock. And the shot misses, but she was fouled. Foul was on number 5, Olsen, her second, team 6th. Shoresrock on the line for 2. Makes the first one. And the second one's also good. It's 11 points for Shoresrock. Ball's in the middle to Olsen. Back to Chalmer. To Gillis. And it's taken away by Lee. There's a tie up with Gillis. And possession arrow is Cathedral. 34 seconds remaining in the first half. Over to Gillis. Fronta puts up a shot. Misses. It's out of bounds to GFW. Lee to throw it in to Allsworth. Allsworth bringing the ball up the floor. .16 seconds left, and there looks like they're waiting for a last shot. We had a shot attempt and was no good. Ball went out of bounds as the half ended. And now we will have a halftime induction of Coach Bob Kaukala into the GFW Hall of Fame as the teams leave the floor with the score GFW 43, New Ulm Cathedral Greyhounds 12. This is done with the conjunction with the GFW Booster Club, and Ross Knockreiner is speaking.
Into the Hall of Fame during the spring Letterman's Banquet. As with many events in our lives, COVID forced us to delay this tradition at GFW. Nevertheless, we have also learned new ways to connect with each other and celebrate the impact that they have made on our lives. We are very excited to restart our Hall of Fame honors. Our 2020 and 2021 inductee has already coached over 32 years here at GFW, and even through COVID, continues to coach here at GFW, giving his time and talent to these young athletes. In those 32 years of coaching, Robert, Mr. K. Kalpa, has spent years as volleyball head and assistant coach, junior high football, girls and boys basketball coach, assistant coach at boys and girls at the high school level, assistant softball coach, and assistant junior high track coach. You name it, he's coaching. Mr. K, your countless selfless hours in the gym or on the playing field, coaching the youth at GFW, as well as thousands of miles to and from practices and games, have made an impact on so many kids here at GFW. Whether it's 2020 or 2021, Mr. K, you are an unanimous selection to the GFW Athletic Booster Hall of Fame. Congratulations. I also want to congratulate not only Mr. K and his daughter Rebecca. They are our first father-daughter combination to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, so that's kind of a cool thing. We have a couple other Mr. Lewis in our Hall of Fame, Coach Gillis. Good to see him tonight. Coach Gillis is at our Hall of Fame as well. But Mr. K, you are our 14th member into the GFW Athletic Booster Hall of Fame. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Kristen.
Steve, which if you were old Mr. K has worn many hats over the years and coached with many other coaches. He always knows how to communicate new ideas or strategies with them. A player from the past, Katie Schmidt, commented that she thought Hensky, Chambers, and Mr. K were an outstanding trio. Some years she'll never forget. Chris Ward's also mentioned that most of Mr. K's years were spent coaching alongside women. He always said and lived by the saying that women are always right. Pretty sure it was just much easier that way, and in that way he kept himself out of trouble as well. Some other memorable moments with Mr. K's coaching styles have been riding a bike alongside the track distant runners and teaching them while he was on a bike. How he is always walking to the gym from home, never putting salt on his popcorn, but still eats it all the time. For calling volleyball serving placements, the players would give him weird looks because they didn't know what numbers he was calling due to the lack of fingers. You could always rely on him for a sticky thumb, and that when eating an apple, he would eat the entire apple, stem, seeds, and all. The three-finger hand to the forehead that was like, duh.
Sometimes, something that our father has instilled us over the years, as well as the athletes that he's coached, are all the core values of hard work, dedication, leadership, teamwork, and perseverance. He has a unique way of connecting with all his students and players in any sport. Whether through a joke, some razzing, or talks during stunned silence, the message always was, be the best that you can be. Steph Rodney Krugel commented that when being a player of his, she appreciated the extra time that he invested in her. Before and after practice to get extra reps in, and when Steph started coaching alongside Mr. K, after all those years of continued coaching, that commitment didn't falter. We would like to thank the boosters and the Hall of Fame committee for once again honoring our family and honoring our dad with this award. While he doesn't expect the recognition, it is an honor to be.
It's an honor to be remembered for his contributions over his 32 years in the GFW community. Mr. K in the GFW Hall of Fame.
I scripted this. I want to thank you. First to my family, Lori, for being so supportive of my inability to come directly home after school. Rebecca, Christy, and Jake for being such wonderful children. Eli, Ava, Josh, Abram, and Rory for being the blessings that they are. To the boosters, for awarding me this honor, which totally surprised me, as the vast majority of my coaching career has been as an assistant coach. To you parents, for supplying so much support when I coached your children. Your children were and are outstanding athletes. They supplied me with energy to continue on this path. They have made my time as a coach wonderful. It's great to see their progress towards and achieve their goals they have set. To all my colleagues, both competitive and collaborative, I've learned so much coaching with and against you. It has been truly inspirational and motivational to be in your company. To the GFW community for being so supportive. To our young family when we first arrived here, and now to our older family as we get on in our years. The friends we have discovered here have made living here so enjoyable. And again, thank you if I forgot anybody.
Once again, congratulations to Mr. K. Well deserved.
Here we go. I'm fogging up. Starting the second half, GFW's ball. Ellsworth throws it in to Bussy. Bussy into Shores Rock. Shores Rock goes in for 2. 45-12 GFW. Schaummer brings the ball up the floor. And Ellsworth steals the pass. Bussy gets a nice pass from Ellsworth for a 2-pointer. Schaummer with the ball. She goes in. And Bussy gets the rebound on the missed shot. And Shores Rock got a pass from Bussy and goes in for the 2-pointer, making it 49-12. Cathedral moving the ball around. Schaummer puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebound by Heimkus. Bussy brings the ball up the floor, goes all the way and misses. Rebound by Schaummer. 24 puts up a shot, and it hits the cable up above, out of bounds. Ellsworth to throw it in for the Thunderbirds. To Bussy. Ellsworth brings the ball up the floor. It's being met by Gillis. Nice. Got a nice pass from Ellsworth to Schweiss for 2. Schaummer the ball over to number 24, Reinertz. And 22 touches the ball last as it goes out of bounds, and GFW's possession. Ellsworth to throw it in. Gets it into Shores Rock, goes in for 2. Cathedral's ball. Schaummer puts up a shot and makes it for 2. Score 53-14 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Ellsworth brings the ball up the floor, makes a drive, misses, rebound by the Greyhounds. Schaummer bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Gillis. Gillis dribbles, gets the ball in the corner to number 24, Reinertz. Back to Gillis, back to Schaummer. Schaummer puts up a shot and misses. Bussy the rebound. Gets the ball to Schweiss, goes in for 2. Fronta with the ball, back to Schaummer. To Gillis. Into Fronta. And we have shot attempt was short, and Bussy with the ball, bringing it up the floor. And Heimkus puts up a shot, misses. Shores Rock rebound, puts up a shot, gets fouled. Foul is on number 3, Griebel. That's her third. First team foul of the second half for the Greyhounds. Shores Rock on the line for 2. And the first one is good. Got some substitutions for GFW. We got Peterson and Blake in. And Shores Rock converts the second one to score 57-14 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Gillis brings the ball up the court, and we have a timeout by New Ulm Cathedral. So we go back into play for after the timeout. Cathedral has possession of the ball. We'll throw it in from the side. Fronta waiting to pass it in. Throws it into Gillis. Gillis to Olsen. Olsen back to Gillis. Back to Olsen. To Fronta. And the rebound by Peterson. Traveling call. Cathedral possession. Gillis bringing the ball up. Bussey steals the pass. And Allsworth goes in for two and is fouled. Heimkus in for Shoresrock. Allsworth on the line for one. And she misses. Gillis with the ball over to Fronta to Olsen. Olsen goes in for a layup for two. Allsworth brings the ball up the floor for the Thunderbirds. In the corner to Heimkus. Back to Bussey. Back to Peterson to Heimkus. Into Peterson. Up. Intercepted pass intercepted by Cathedral. Mako. And another interception by GFW. Two shot attempts by Allsworth and Blake. And Cathedral gets the rebound. Gillis with the ball. Into Olsen. And a basket. 59-18, the score. We have a timeout, GFW. Okay, back after the timeout. GFW's ball. Pass in. And Heimkes gets it in the second pass and makes it 2. Cathedral's ball. We got Mako with the ball. Olsen. And we got a rebound by GFW on the missed shot. Bussey with the ball. Over to Allsworth. Fronta with the rebound on the missed shot. Greville puts up a shot. Bussey the rebound. Up to Heimkes. Allsworth misses. GFW's ball over to Peterson. And a shot attempt blocked. Cathedral grabs the ball, brings it up the floor. Gillis with a shot attempt. And goes out of bounds. GFW's ball. Substitutions for GFW. We have Shorsbach and Keene and Schweiss back in with Allsworth and Blake. Pass from Shorsbach to Schweiss for 2. Cathedral has the ball in the front court. Pass over to Mako, to Olsen, and she is fouled. Out of bounds. Ball will be thrown in from underneath their own basket. Foul was on Keene. Her first, team first of the second half. Fronta to throw it in. Throws it in to Reinertz, to Gillis. Shot attempt. Rebounded by Blake. Blake down to Schweiss. Back to Blake. To Allsworth. Gets the ball. Loose ball was picked up by Allsworth. Gets it to Shorsbach and then back to Allsworth, and then we have a foul on Gillis. That's GFW ball on the sideline. Allsworth has the ball. I think we just had a foul on Schweiss. Nope, on Allsworth. 3. It's her second one. Gillis with the ball for the Greyhounds. Into Greville, and Greville turns and makes a 2-point basket. The score 63-20 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Shorsbach with the ball. And Keene. Back to Shorsbach. To Schweiss. To Keene. Missed the shot. Cathedral gets the rebound. Gillis brings the ball up the floor. Gillis puts up a shot. No good. Shorsbach with the rebound. To Allsworth. Over to Blake. Into Keene. To Allsworth. To Keene. Missed. Rebounded by New Ulm Cathedral. Fronta with the ball. Back to Gillis. To Greville. To Fronta, and we have a foul on GFW. Second foul on Emily Keene. Third team foul. Both teams have 3 team fouls. Fronta will be shooting. Missed the first one. Back in for GFW we have Bussy and Brianna Roche is in. Second shot, no good. Rebound by Heimkus. Bussy with the ball. To Heimkus and in for 2. Gillis brings the ball up. Passes back to Gillis. She puts up a shot. Missed. Rebound by Shoresrock. To Bussy. Roche puts up a shot. Ooh, and it rims out. Gillis brings the ball up the floor after the rebound. Gets the ball to Olsen. Oh no, that was number 3. Sorry, that was Fronta. Yeah. Over in the corner to Gillis. Shoresrocks intercepts the pass. They throw the pass ahead to Roche, and it goes out of bounds. Cathedral ball. Couple of subs for the Greyhounds. Number 40, Shea Wilfert in, and Schamer back in. Fronta to throw it in to Schamer. Reinertz over to Gillis. Shoresrock with the rebound, gets the ball to Bussy. Bussy goes to the basket and scores. Baranek in for Shoresrock for the Thunderbirds. And Allsworth was going to come back in, but she's evidently coming in for Bussy, who's on the free throw line. Makes the free throw. Now the substitution. Cathedral brings the ball up the floor, and the coach calls a timeout. 5:39 remaining. GFW 68, Cathedral 20. On the floor for the Thunderbirds, we have Roche, Baranek, Heimkus, Allsworth, and Schweiss. Cathedral ball into Gillis. Gillis back to Schamer. Schamer to the corner to Fronta. And the ball goes out of bounds. GFW's ball. Last touch by Cathedral. Into Baronick. Back to Allsworth. To Baronick. We have a jump ball. Cathedral's possession. Schamer will throw it in to Gillis. Gillis brings the ball up the floor. Over to Schamer. Schamer dribbles to the corner. Back to Gillis. Gillis brings it back out. Over to Schamer. Schamer dribbles, back to Gillis, and too high. Goes sails out of bounds, GFW ball. We have substitution for Cathedral. Out is Reinertz and Fronta. Abby Schugel in the game. And Olivia Mako. Had a missed shot, and it was rebounded by GFW, and a second shot, and now Cathedral has the ball. Schamer bringing it up over to Mako. Into Wilford. To Gillis. To Wilford, and she's fouled. Foul is on number 30. Schweiss, that's her third. And she's coming out of the game, and Peterson coming in. Fourth team foul. Schamer has the ball, throwing it in, over to Mako. To Schamer. Back to Mako. Schugel. Blake steals it. Gets it to Heimkus. To Peterson. To Heimkus from the corner. And a long save by Baronick. To Roche. Blake, back to Roche, back to Baronick. To Heimkus. To Baronick. GFW ball was off the leg of Cathedral. And now we have Keene in for GFW and Heimkus out. Reinert's back in, Schamer out for Cathedral. Put the ball in play, and Cathedral rebounds and then dribbled it out of bounds. GFW ball. Roche to throw it in. To Keene. To Baronick. To Blake. To Roche. To Peterson. Back to Blake. Shot up, no good. Blake tipped it out of bounds. And GFW's, Cathedral's ball. Schugel will throw it in to Gillis. To Wilford. To Gillis. To Mako. Reinertz, we have a shot up. Oh, and it's GFW ball. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Greyhounds. Blake brings the ball up the floor. Over to Roche. Roche puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Cathedral. Reinert's got tied up. And a foul was called on Hallie Blake of GFW. Cathedral's ball. And that's the end of the game. Final score, GFW 68, New Ulm Cathedral 20. Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. And we'll sign off